What's up, YouTube? This is William from W&J Wrestling, and this is Predict a Match for the Royal Rumble. Guys, I'm sorry I haven't made any videos. I've just been trying to catch up with a lot of things. I'm going to get everything together, though, and videos will be coming eventually. No promises anytime soon, though. But anyway, tonight is the Royal Rumble. I've been looking forward to the Royal Rumble for forever now, especially because of the main event, which is a surprising main event that they chose to do Punk versus The Rock instead of the 30-man Rumble, which is usually always the main event of the Royal Rumble. But I guess WWE had their reasons for it. So we'll go ahead and jump into the video. The first match is a pre-show match. So I'm a little disappointed it's on the pre-show, but it's Antonio Cesaro versus The Miz for the United States Championship. To be honest, I'm not really sure what's going to happen in this match. This feud, it's had somewhat build-up, but it hasn't been like really featured a lot. So it's really tough to call. I would like to see The Miz win, but I don't see a reason to take the belt off of Cesaro because it's really getting him a lot of attention. He's doing good with the U.S. belt. So my pick is going to be for Cesaro to retain. Because I just don't see Miz taking... I don't see the reason for The Miz trying to win a lower card belt right now. He's already been a two-time United States champion. And Cesaro, it's just really helping Cesaro get noticed with him holding the belt. So my pick is for him to retain. Next up is Team Hell No versus Team Rhodes Scholars for the WWE Tag Team Championships. This is another hard one to call because this feud has just been going on for a good while now, and I'm just surprised that they haven't already given the belt to Rhodes Scholars. So it just really makes me question, or why would they give it to them now? I mean, unless plans are in the Rumble for Kane or Bryan to win it, I just don't see the reason for Rhodes Scholars winning the belt. So it's really a tough call. So like I said, if Rhodes Scholars do win the belts from Hell No, I would expect either Kane or Bryan to be one of the guys winning the Rumble. Other than that, I don't see Hell No losing the belts. Next up is Del Rio versus Big Show for the World Heavyweight Championship. I just think Big Show is going to win it back. I don't know if everybody knows the reason why. The reason Del Rio got the belt from Big Show was because Big Show's contract was coming up to expire, and WWE was having troubles working out and negotiating a contract with Big Show for him to resign. And basically, it came down to that taping for that Friday Night SmackDown. That was pretty much Big Show's last match because his contract was going to expire like a day or two after that, and they still hadn't worked out a deal. So that's the reason they gave the belt to Del Rio, which I think that was really dumb. WWE as a business should have already had a new contract deal worked out with Big Show really weeks, if not months in advance. It shouldn't have came down to that because that really, really screwed up Big Show's, dominant title run. And I get that WWE wants to push Del Rio as their, their big Mexican star since Rey doesn't have too much longer and Sin Cara is just a bust. But it just doesn't seem right now. I think Big Show just needs to win the belt back, especially after watching SmackDown. It's just Big Show's too dominant, and he's honestly been doing some of the best work of his career right now with the belt, and I just think he needs to win it back. So my pick is Big Show to win the title back. Next up is the Royal Rumble. Guys, this is probably one of the most unpredictable Royal Rumbles in a while because there's just a lot going on. We all know Ziggler's either going to enter in at number 1 or number 2. So, yeah. But he has Money in the Bank, so I just don't see a reason for Ziggler winning the Royal Rumble. It would just be pointless. Let's all pray that John Cena does not win the Royal Rumble because he is the number 1 pick out of everybody right now to win it. And I will be very upset. I can't say I'll quit watching wrestling because I just won't. I'll be very upset if Cena wins. But some guys I think would be good picks to win. Barrett could definitely be fit into any title scenario. if you were to win. Miz, same things. Miz could be put into different scenarios. It's those are just kind of like my wild card picks. Barrett and Miz. Guys that mainly stand out, definitely Ryback. Um, like I said, if Kane or Daniel Bryan were to lose the titles, one of them could be a good pick. It's just, it's odd. I don't see Sheamus winning it again. I just don't see a point to it. It's he was in the world title scene for so long. I think he just needs a break from it and just let other people shine right now. Um, but today I have a special guest with me, Tech Knight 2.
What's up, guys?
And he has two picks, or however many, that he thinks may win the Royal Rumble. And his are kind of random because he doesn't really watch wrestling a lot. I tell him about things that are going on every now and then, but he doesn't keep up with it as much. So, but these are the guys that he thinks may win the Rumble.
I think either Orton or Ryback. My reason behind that is because Ryback looks like he's got, like, he could really have potential as like a title holder. Does he have a title right now?
He's had 3 title shots though,
yes.
but it's always some kind of interference that stopped him from.
Well, I mean,
winning
I
it.
think that would really help him, like, with a push for like a title run. And Orton, I really love Orton. I love the way he's always perceived as like the Viper and stuff. But, like, after you sit here and you look at the roster of like everybody going to be in the Rumble, I don't really see significance, like you said with Sheamus, because I have seen like on and off with Sheamus and everything, and like with Kane and just Team Hell No, that could happen. And I mean, I guess Barrett, I wasn't never really a big fan of them, but everybody else that I look at, it doesn't really seem like they're really significant, especially Cena and everything. So with my picks, I would go with like Orton or Ryback.
And those are 2 definite possibilities. Like I said, and this isn't everyone that's in the Rumble. I just got this picture off of Google Images. I'm pretty sure most of these guys, I think all of these guys are in the Rumble. But yeah, and they had a mini Rumble, an NXT Rumble, where one of the guys from NXT gets to compete in it, and the winner was Bo Dallas. He was kind of a random pick, but at the same time, I can see why they picked him, just because a lot of the other guys that they have right now in NXT, I'm sure they want to bring them in some kind of major storyline. But this is a good way to feature an NXT wrestler, and I guess they just wanted to go with Bo Dallas. So he may do decent in the Rumble. Don't expect him to probably do too much. So yeah, this will be interesting. So yeah, those are our picks. We'll just have to see what happens, guys. Last but not least, CM Punk versus The Rock for the WWE Championship. Guys, this is going to be an excellent main event match. I can definitely see why they chose to make this the main event. Yes, it's different because usually it's the Rumble, and the Rumble just has so much mystery to it. We never know. But at the same time, so does this match. We just don't know who's really going to win. Most everybody's favorite is The Rock to win the match. I just don't see it. Rock, him not being a full-time wrestler, it does hurt the company because it's, as Punk has even stated, they work almost, every night of the week. They do live house shows, go everywhere. Rock has a busy schedule already just with acting. I think last year he made like 5 or 6 movies alone. That might sound like a lot, but I mean, they film throughout, they don't just film in one day or a week or so. They film for months.
Yeah.
So, that's a really busy schedule. I know he's already got movies for this year he's filming. So just for him, that kind of hurts WWE for him not being able to show up to those house shows and whatnot. So I don't know. I really just can't see Rock winning. If he did win it, it's great publicity for the company. He draws a lot of attention, for the next pay-per-views and WrestleMania. But honestly, one way or another, I just see CM Punk retaining. When Vince made the stipulation that the Shield can't interfere, that's the only stipulation. Punk can still cheat somehow and win if necessary. I would like it a lot better if Punk came out with a clean win, but he is a heel, and WWE doesn't like to give heel clean wins unless their name's Big Show. So yeah, this is going to be really, really interesting. But guys, I think Punk's going to retain, and I think Rock may win it over at the Chamber. But here's Tech Knight. He wants to have his say on it.
Now, I do agree with like pretty much everything you're saying, but I think that since like Rock, he's always busy and everything, he's not a full-time wrestler, if you want to say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think if he did win, since CM Punk's a heel, he's gonna moan and gripe and complain. So if he would win that Sunday, I think that following Monday he would come out, make a big scene, and sit there with Paul Heyman, and they'd have their little fiasco, and then Rock would come out, and he would be all high and mighty and be like, okay, we'll do it again, and then CM Punk would gain the title back. That's just my guess, or maybe the following week or the next pay-per-view. But that's just my opinion on the whole scene.
And another potential thing, it's this will more than likely not happen, but there's always that chance. Vince only said Shield couldn't interfere. There's a chance Brock could come back. I know he's not scheduled to return until around March to start the build up for WrestleMania, but hey, Brock's got plenty of days. There's the possibility he could show up, interfere. So yeah, there's lots of possibilities, and guys are just gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen. But these have been my predictions. Hope y'all enjoyed watching. Y'all can leave y'all's comments below to say what you think, who's gonna win what. Love to hear them. Thanks for watching, guys.